Where there's been a blast in Gadchiroli and casualties are feared. Saurabh joining me on the phone line right now. Saurabh, what more do we know?
Well, very sketchy details coming in at the moment. What we are being told is that in Gadchiroli district of Maharashtra, an improvised explosive device or an IED has been detonated to actually target a police vehicle. There are reports of injuries at the moment, and that's the basic sketchy details that are coming in right now. This is at the moment breaking news, so we are awaiting more details from the police as to what has happened and how this is being addressed at the moment.
So was this then a police vehicle that was targeted, Saurabh?
Yes, at the moment, what we are being told initially, and this is very sketchy information, is that the target was, of course, a police vehicle. This is in Gadchiroli, which is one of the Naxal-affected districts in Maharashtra. This is in Bihar region, and here, of course, we've seen, Naxals trigger blasts even a day before election. But at the moment, only sketchy details coming in that an IED has been, targeted at a police vehicle and injuries feared. And this is the only details that have been confirmed by the police.
Now, Saurabh, this is, of course, not the first time in the course of these elections that we're hearing of such Maoist attacks. Maoists attacking a BJP leader's election convoy in Dantewada just a few weeks earlier, in which a party leader, Bhima Mandave, and 4 state police personnel were also killed. This has really been an election, even though spaced out over several phases, particularly in Naxal-affected areas where, we've seen repeated instances of Maoists trying to disrupt the electoral process.
Well, yes, elections in Maharashtra are over. Now the Maoists in some cases had, threatened to disrupt elections, but this seems to be targeted specifically at security forces. In fact, the first in the Maoist-affected district of Maharashtra, which is mainly Gadchiroli, had voted in the first phase of elections. But yes, in this ongoing phase of elections, the Maoists want to actually, try and create disturbance, and that's always been their strategy.
All right, Saurabh, we'll try and come back to you. That line to you isn't very clear. We'll try and redial and speak to you again. But this latest attack comes after reports of Maoists torching 3 dozen vehicles in Gadchiroli on Maharashtra Day. So they set 36 vehicles on fire. So after that arson, they have now triggered this IED explosion as well. The first visual coming in of that attack, and you can see from the remains on that you can see on the road there, it was a massive blast which seems to have smashed the vehicle to smithereens, absolutely.